Hello students, today we are going to deal with digital modulation techniques called as amplitude shift keying, frequency shift keying and phase shift keying, or abbreviated as ASK, FSK or PSK. As we already know, in PCM or DPCM or delta modulation, the output is in binary form or in pulse form, and it can transmit it only through wired channel. But if we want to transmit our signal through free space or wireless channel, then we need digital modulation techniques such as ASK, FSK or PSK, in which a carrier signal is used to transmit the digital signal. It is same as in analog modulation. We use carrier signal to transmit our baseband signal to a high frequency. In digital modulation, also a carrier signal is used, which is modulated by our digital baseband signal. Okay, fine. So, see, in digital, what is the bits like 1 or 0? So, if suppose this is a rectangular pulse, what will be the Fourier transform? That will be from minus 1 by Tb to 1 by Tv, a sync of. But if we take the main lobe, the bandwidth of the main lobe, then the bandwidth comes as 1 upon Tb. If Tb is 1 millisecond, then bandwidth comes as 1 kilohertz. Okay, this is very low frequency. If we want to transmit this signal wirelessly, this is a digital signal. If we want to transmit this wirelessly, then we need modulation. Okay, we need a carrier signal which have frequency up to some megahertz. Okay, and this is also called band pass modulation. This is baseband signal, like 0 to 1 by Tb is its bandwidth, and when the carrier signal is multiplied by this signal, then the spectrum will be shift to this frequency range, and this is called as band pass range. That's why this is also called as band pass modulation. So, ASK, FSK and PSK are the digital modulation techniques used to convert baseband signal to band pass signal that can be transmitted through free space. In these modulation scheme, one of the parameter of carrier signal switches between two specific values. We will see in detail. Okay. See, the first digital modulation technique is amplitude shift keying. In this modulation, binary 1 is represented by the presence of carrier, that is AC cos 2 pi into FC into T, and binary 0 is the absence of carrier. This is amplitude shift keying. What are the two voltages in the digital signal, like 1 or 0, bit 1 or bit 0? Or if we talk about amplitude voltages, suppose plus 5 volt for 1 and 0 volt for 0. This is also called as on-off keying. So, this is carrier signal, and our output will be the amplitude shift keying. Okay, see, this is amplitude shift keying, means there are only two amplitudes, like 0 or 1. So, the carrier, the characteristics will change. One of the parameter of change, the amplitude of the carrier change according to the two instantaneous or two specific value of the message signal or binary signal. So, whenever 1 is transmitting, the carrier wave is transmitting, and when 0 is transmitted, no signal is transmitted. Same as 1 is transmitted, the carrier signal is transmitted. If 0 pulse is transmitted, then 0. Means amplitude of the carrier wave is changes according to these two values of the binary signal. What will be the expression of ASK signal? That is simply Bt into AC into cos of 2 pi into FC into T. Whenever Bt is 1, the signal will be AC cos 2 pi FC into T. Whenever Bt is 0, the amplitude is 0. Okay, from here we will get na BT into CT. Fine. Next, this is the graphical representation. This is digital bits in form of 101010. This is a carrier signal. What will be the wave? Whenever 1 is transmitted, the carrier signal will transmit. When 0 is transmitted, the amplitude of the pulse is, carrier wave is 0. Fine. The frequency of the carrier signal is 1 of Fc, or Fc means this time period will be 1 upon Fc. What will be the TB? TB will be simply 2 by Fc. From diagram you can see. Okay. Now next thing is how we detect or how we received our ASK signal. So that will be comes under amplitude shift keying receiver. We can demodulate ASK signal using synchronous or asynchronous method. Synchronous method we are already aware of. There is a product modulator and low pass filter is used. Means at the receiving side the same carrier is used to degenerate the signal. So from the antenna we will receive amplitude shift keying signal. Okay. After that there is a multiplier, there is a low pass filter. This is synchronous detector. Okay. After that there is a threshold comparator. After that we will get our output. Okay, what 1 or 0. Actual में we have transmitted 1 or 0 in with the help of these analog carriers. But at output, at receiver, what we want, whatever bit we have transmitted. Okay, first thing is, so what will be the multiplier output? If the signal is AC cos 2 pi into FCT, then this is local oscillator generated carrier frequency. Okay, carrier frequency or carrier signal. So there is always some synchronization mismatch between the transmitting carrier signal and receiving carrier signal, that is represented as theta. If you multiply the signal, this comes as this. This expression comes for if bit 1 is transmitted, and if this is 0, the output of the modulator product multiplier is 0. Okay, for bit 0. We simplify this, comes as this. Now this expression or signal will pass through the low pass filter. This expression has frequency 2 Fc, which is much higher than the low pass frequency of the signal. Okay, and second term is this is normally DC term. Cos phi is some constant value. This will pass through the low pass filter. What will be the output of low pass filter? AC square by 2 into cos into phi if bit 1 is transmitted. This is all for bit 1 na, because for corresponding bit 1 his output is AC cos 2 pi into Fc into T, and 0 for 0. If there is no synchronization problem, then or no phase problem, then output of the low pass filter is simply AC square by 2, or for 1 bit, and 0 for the bit is transmitted is 0. Okay. This is just for understanding. Okay. See, we didn't discuss this. We don't discuss about this threshold comparator. How this works? The value of threshold is user defined. Whenever we design comparator, the values are designed by the comparator, and in case of ASK this comes as AC square by 4. Okay, threshold value is AC square by 4, amplitude of carrier amplitude square by 4. What is, see this, threshold is already defined. If V input, whatever the signal comes to the input of the threshold comparator, if this is greater than V threshold, then means bit 1 is received. Okay, if this value is less than V threshold, then it means 0 is received. Fine. If there is no problem, means no phi is 0, phi is also phi or theta only create discrepancy between transmitter and receiver. If this is 0, then means no problem, AC square by 2. What is threshold? AC square by 4. This is greater than AC square by 4, means at the output we will get digit 1, which was right also. Okay. And 0 is less than V threshold, it means we are detected as 0. Fine. But we have to consider one point here is the quadrature null effect. So quadrature means 90-degree phase shift. So what is quadrature? Quadrature matlab if the angle between if the discrepancy is in terms of phase or the angle is 90 degree, the output comes as 0. So means our signal will not be get back. So this is some complicated circuit for designing, for receiving or detecting our signals from SK modulated wave. So okay, so now they discuss the bandwidth requirement for ASK. This is 1 bit or rectangular pulse. What will be the frequency domain? Minus 1 upon TB to 1 upon TB. What we are transmitting for ASK is BT into cos of 2 pi into FC into T. If we in time domain we multiply by the sinusoidal signal, then in frequency domain that will be shifted by this frequency. Okay, what is the frequency? FC. This signal will be shifted and advanced by amount frequency FC. There is no signal at FC. This is no signal. Simply the signal will be from FC1 as 1 upon TB to FC plus 1 upon TB. The bandwidth is simply difference of highest frequency minus lowest frequency. Okay, and this is only the negative representation of frequency. It is just because the signal is real, it will also come, but the bandwidth is only the positive half range of frequencies. So the bandwidth will be 2 by TB, and 1 upon TB is simply RB. RB is bit rate. So I already discussed the bandwidth and analog communication in AM, FM, in phase modulation, and also discuss the effect of noise on these analog communication channels. Noise is basically AWG and noise in AM as well as in FM, and after that in PCM we have also calculated the bandwidth, transmitting bandwidth and the transmitting power. Okay, so now in ASK we will discuss about the energy. Whenever we talk about bit, then we talk about energy. So what amount of energy is required to transmit these bits from the antenna? We are transmitting bit 1 or bit 0. So suppose if the bit 1 is transmitted, means what is the expression? 8C into cos of 2 pi FC into T. What will be the energy required to transmit that bit? That will simply 0 to TB. Energy is simply minus T to T xt whole square into TT. Xt is S1T. What will be? This comes as this 0 TB AC square by 2 into dt plus this term. This term is integrate in 0 to TB. What will be the value of the signal? Simply 0. What will be the energy of the bit 1? AC square by 2 into TB. Fine. So this is energy required to transmit bit. This should be as small as possible. Obviously, we want the transmitted power or transmitted energy should be as minimum as possible. So transmission of 0, if you want, when we are transmitting 0 bit, then energy required is 0, because we are sending nothing. Fine. This is the ASK receiver, the description of all the blocks which we have already did. We will receive S1 and S2, when pass through the multiplier, output comes as shown in equation, and then it will pass through the low pass filter. The DC term will come out from low pass filter, and the last block is decision making or threshold comparator, that will only compare the values, and at the output we get 1 and 0 correspondingly. Okay. When 1 is transmitted, the signal is transmitted from the antenna. What is AC? We have just calculated square root of TEB by TB into cos of 2 pi into SCT. This is also one kind of representation of the signal. Right? So let us do one example. A message signal of 8 cos 2 pi into 10 to the power 3 is given to the 10 bit PCM system. The resulting PCM signal is transmitted through free space by using band pass modulation scheme. Find the transmitted signal bandwidth if modulation scheme is ASK. हमें क्या दिया है? एक मैसेज सिग्नल, that is frequency is 4 kilohertz and amplitude is 8 volt. First it converted to the digital signal using PCM, then using ASK it is transmitted through wireless channel. This is shown in this diagram. So in PCM we have discussed sampling, quantization and encoding. Okay. What is the bit rate in case of PCM? Simply N into Fs RB. So AM is 8, FM is 4K, number of bits per sample. See okay, if you are getting any problem, see the PCM video in which we have deal in okay, this is N 10. Sampling rate, if sampling rate is not given, then we need to take the minimum sampling rate, that is known as Nyquist rate. Fs is simply 2 FM. What will be the bit rate? That is N into Fs, 80 kbps, and we have just calculated the bandwidth requirement to transmit ASK signal is 2 into RB. We have already calculated RB, it means 160 kbps. हमें कितनी बैंडविड्थ चाहिए? सो दैट 160 किलो बिट्स पर सेकेंड उसमें ट्रांसमिट हो सके. ओके फाइन. सो दिस इज ऑल फॉर टुडे. इन नेक्स्ट वीडियो वी विल सी frequency shift keying and phase shift keying. Okay, in the frequency shift keying and phase shift keying, the other two properties of carrier signals are changes according to the message signal. In frequency shift keying, the frequency of the carrier signal change according to the message signal. One bit is 1 or 0, or in phase shift keying, the phase of the carrier signal change according to the binary signal. Okay, thank you.